This is the brand new Bonafide XTR130. It's funny because it's 12 feet 7 inches long, but they're rounding it up to 130. Kind of like getting that same idea from older bullet resistant, for example. Pelican. Actually, Pelican's the one that rounds it up. So this boat is a kayak, a fishing kayak, as I like to call it, but you could rig it up to the max. Look at that. It has an NT300 in the back with a Newport vessel mount. That means that in here what you got is the power pole patents with the 1/4 inch inserts, and then you could put whatever you want. You could put that, or you could put the NK300. The transducer solution for these boats are not underneath, they're on the side and behind. For example, if you have side scan or regular transducer, you could just put it right here in the rear. You got two spots, one on the right, one on the left. You don't have to drill anything. It comes with the inserts, super nice, and you got some nice handles right here on the back. So if you're afraid of breaking this, you just lift it up like that. You could also build a cover to protect it from structure and stuff like that. I mean, I wish I would do like a quick disconnect, or you could just disconnect the transducer itself, remove it, and then pack it away. Will they ever do that? I don't know. This one has over here a YakGadget through hole fitting. I don't think that comes with the boat. That was added later. Moving forward, we have these nice channels here. You could like put rods there, stage it over the paddle. You got this marking here. This is for the YakGadget track accessories. You just put the lock and load mount here, and it will stay there, like it will not be wobbling. But you also have gear tracks. You got a lot of gear tracks. You got this top loading gear tracks. You got this tracks here going. Hold on, what are you doing here? It's too early.
What's up, dude?
Messing up my video. Now you have to say something nice.
My next weekend.
Yeah, there you go. That's nice. Through my affiliate link, please. So these tracks right here, I like them because they're tough, and also if you compare them to this, things are not just gonna pop out. Once you put a track in here, it's not gonna get out, and you have a nice handle here. You have dedicated spaces for batteries built into this boat. Like for example, this Newport vessel battery, which I'm gonna link below if you wanna buy it, 36 volt, 40 hours. I'm gonna put a coupon code ALIEX180 so you can save some money on that. You just put it right here in the back and you tie it down with a strap, and it's not gonna go anywhere. If you flip or anything, you're not gonna lose it. You also have access inside the hull of this boat through this plate. You could remove that and just go ahead and do what you have to do right here in the back, like the through hole installation. If we move forward, this is what I was talking about. That YakGadget accessory, I forgot the name, just goes there. You got one on each side, and then the seat is on this rail track system, so it's gonna free sliding. So you can move it all the way back if you don't have that there, but you can move it all the way forward if you want to manage the boat position. Then also around the boat, look at that. You got this here, like those are access plates that you have to wire stuff, to put wires through. If you want to put accessories like electronics and stuff, light controls and things like that, you could do it through there without having to drill into the hull of the boat, and that's really good. We're gonna touch on the seat later. I just want to keep moving here. You got some nice handles here on the side, more of those accessory mounts. It's really easy to install them, and they're super useful. I mean, they're here. I mean, this one is kind of loose, but the idea is that they're gonna, if you tie it down nicely, they're gonna be snug there. They're not gonna move. The best thing that this boat has to offer, look at it, is that it's missing the center pod. For example, if you look over there, PWR, my camera focus, has a center pod right there. This one doesn't have it. So what do you get by not having that? Well, you get better speeds, no drags, less water in the boat. It's just way better not to have the damn pod. I don't know why they put it on the PWR, but I'm pissed because it's a problem. Now, look at the channels this thing has. Like, if water comes in on this boat, it's gonna drain out like there's no tomorrow. It's just easy drain. Just comes in and gets out. And you also look at how deep these drain channels are. They're about probably 1.5 inches, maybe 2. So that means even if you get water on the deck of the boat, chances are you're gonna still be dry because you're gonna be on the top. Super cool. I don't know if that's included. That looks like an aftermarket type of thing. Now moving forward on this setup right here, you see that they added a second seat, kind of like a tandem boat solution. I'm gonna go ahead and cover that one over there, which is the pretty much a solo angler, fully loaded with motors and stuff. So over here, you got more of that nice channel here, so you could put the rod tubes and everything. I mean your rods and stuff like that. And in there, you see they have a second battery. So you have kind of like a second built-in space to add batteries and stuff. People always ask, hey, what tandem kayak should I get? Well, I always say get a kayak that you can use solo and you're not missing anything, but you could also use tandem. And this could be the ticket because you could certainly use it solo, like over there, or add a tandem. And you could put 2 giant, super heavy grown-up people on this craft and have no problem because you're not gonna be flipping this. I mean, things could happen, right? But most likely you're not gonna be flipping this. Now, if we move forward here to the deck, and I wish I could remove the batteries and show you underneath, but I can't. This is a show boat. I don't wanna be like moving stuff. Over here, you got another one of those access panel. Hope you can see it. It's right there. But I like this area here. This was thought out. Bass anglers and fishing people love to just step on the deck of a boat and fish. And this is what you get over here. Look at this. You even have an option to put your fish finder right here in front. You're standing here. Picture this seat nav in here. And then you're gonna be able to just stand up, look at your fish finder and fish, right? I would totally remove the fish finder because what's the point? You wanna fish or you wanna just like play video games, right? Remove that there, you still have a lot of standing deck area. This, you can stand on top of this thing. It's not gonna go under. They build geometry, whatever they wanna call it, they build structure to this to make it solid so you can stand on this hatch and not like warp it or lose your balance or anything like that. And the other crazy thing they did was add scupper holes on each side. So if you take a wave or something and water pulls in here, it's just gonna get out through those scupper holes. That's a super neat idea. And guess what? You got another plate right here to power whatever you have here in the front. And the best part, you still have another 1/4-inch power pole fittings right here that you could definitely put a bow mount trolley motor like that one over there. And you got a front handle. And something super cool and ironic is that you have a trailer hitch. Does that make this a boat? Well, it is a boat. The definition of a kayak, by the way, is a man's boat. But this is not a kayak, guys. This is a fishing kayak. It's a small plastic boat. It's a fishing boat. It's, if you want like a kayak, maybe you have to go back a few hundred years and get one of those. I don't know. Something I didn't mention on my videos earlier is that it does have a skip plate. So if you need to drag this, it's protected here. And they are, look at that. Look where they are. You can actually lift this and you're not gonna touch the hole because a lot of kayaks have skip plates, but they're like flush with the hole. Like, come on. And something I just noticed, look at that. You got more inserts right here in the back. I'm not sure what you will use those for, but it's cool that they're there. It has little touches everywhere. Now, this boat, you could rig up for foot control. You see this here? Those are inserts, and you could install the foot control steering system that they just came up with, which is really, really good. I had it on the water and it's amazing. Now, for this, I'm gonna go ahead and take you over to the other kayak that is more rigged up like a boat. So let's go ahead. Before I do that, let me just mention something quick. This kayak is not the widest kayak there is. The new canoes are 41 inches wide. This is 40 inches and a half. And something cool they did here is, look at this. I wish you could see it, but they slim down this area here. This is the paddling area, so you can still paddle this boat and have no problem, right? You can still move it. I can't wait to get on the water and actually paddle it to see if what I hear is true. But it makes sense because, I mean, once you sit on the seat here, look at the angle, right? Your paddle stroke is not gonna be touching anything unless you put accessories on your way. But like, you don't have that fat bow area that you see over there. You don't have it here. Like, the boat is not completely thick all across, right? So you're gonna have a better time paddling this craft than many. Again, it's only 40 inches and a half wide compared to other boats that are much bigger. You also have way more attachment points over here, a 1/4 inch, and your gear tracks. I'm not sure why they didn't put more here. I guess that's why they put this here. But I mean, how many things can you put on a boat? You got like ton and ton of gear tracks all over the place. And I mean, this thing is not only a super cool design, but it is a design that I think is gonna work very well on the water. Based on what I hear from people whose opinion I trust, it performs, but I can't wait to test it myself for sure. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the fully rigged out motorized setup right here. We got the NK300 on the back, which you should totally buy if you have a kayak that could take it like this. Use coupon code ALIEX180 to save you some money and also support the channel. That thing is a monster. It is better than the Torqeedo. Even it's way better than the new Torqeedo, and it has support. If you have a problem, they'll help you out. Torqeedo is a company from Germany, and I'm sorry, but I don't feel like the support is there. Anyways, moving forward here, you got the same battery. This motor and that motor are probably it's the same power, but look at the shaft of that motor. If you can see it, if I could zoom in and show you, it's long. I think that boat over there is gonna be a little faster than this one because the motor is lower on the water and it's gonna have less drags. I have seen that effect on many kayaks that I tested. I think it's gonna be the same for this one. I could be wrong. I mean, everything is so many variables. But anyways, we're right here, and this is the footrest that I was talking about. So you just remove the inserts, you plug in these tracks, and then you could just attach the footrest right here. And that thing, like I said, I had it on the water, and it works amazingly amazing, let me tell you. I really enjoy steering with this. It's like butter. There's no friction. A lot of times, like, look, they even put it on the PWR. Look at that. That's how good it is. But the old footrest that you had on the Bonafide, or any ones that you buy aftermarket, they have friction. The plastic is kind of like, you have to like push hard, and it's really hard to steer. With this, there is no friction. I'm not sure if there's some sort of like balls in there. I forgot the name, the term. Look, it's too early. But yeah, like put to make it slide nicely, that you, like, no restriction. Anyways, I don't know what I'm saying. I'll find the words later. So that kayak over there, they remove this deck thingy area here. This is like a standable deck. So I guess the boat, when you buy it, is gonna come like this, right? One seat, that cover there, and none of the electronics, of course. And then you add stuff. But what I want to say about this area here is that it's standable. You can stand up on this. It's solid. They built geometry and stuff like that into it to make it very rigid. For some reason, I cannot open it right now. Maybe something's stuck. Oh yeah, of course. Look at this. Underneath, look at that. So a big person, like a 300-pound person, could stand up here and not flex. So like, I'm pushing down, and yeah, definitely it's gonna hold you. You got 2 gear tracks there, so you could definitely move this fish finder closer to you if you want it, or further away if you like it back. You choose where you want it. And this padding is very nice, very soft. It would be nice to stand here barefoot. I mean, remove the stupid fish finders, right? Look at how much deck space you have to fish. Like, literally, you have probably more space to fish than you have on a bass boat these days because of the stupid electronic they put. I'm not kidding you. I'm pissed because fishing is not supposed to be this, man. Fishing is supposed to be you and the fish. That's it, right? One rod, one line. That's it. I mean, that's my opinion. You do you, but that's what I think. What's the point of all this electronics? Anyways, so right here, look at it. humongous space, bro. You like stand up and fish all this area. Super, super cool. Incredible. And you can still paddle this thing. And if you want to have your child or maybe your dog or 2 of your kids, you could put them here. Like, I think it would be epic if you put like 4 grown adults on this boat and try to use the motor and see what happens. Like, you got one person here fishing, one person here fishing, and one person sitting, and another person here on the back fishing, and you're going at speed and see what happens. That would be super cool. I think we have the space to do that. So here in the front, you could put a bow mount trolling motor, but not this. I heard from many people that the SI3, that they're getting rid of it and they're focusing on other stuff. Maybe they saw my video and they said, oh man, this guy's right. I don't know. I doubt it. Look, one of the beef that I had with SI3 and motor guy is that I felt like there was no support for this craft. And guess what? I was right. Of course there was no support. Of course there's no like help page, no app, nothing, because they are phasing it out. That's why. So another win for me. I also killed PDL kayaks a while ago. I heard from some people that every kayak that goes out of a dealer, 8 out of 10 has a motor on it, not a PDL drive. So I guess I was right again. Me, you know, what's the saying? Something about my horn? I don't know, whatever. Anyways, guys, so I hope you like this in-depth walkthrough of the Bonafide XTR130. Doing it here from Aliex, because I did a video with Shad and got his opinion, but I don't think I showed you like the boat itself. It was more about why the boat. So hope you enjoyed it, and if you like what I do, please you can support me by donating via thanks, or just keep watching more videos. That helps a lot. Appreciate you.